Hey, what's up, John? Morning, buddy. Oh, goodness. How are you? How are you this morning, brother? I don't know. Yucky. It got cold and snowy yesterday, and I'm over it. Yeah, weird weather, man. It was what in the 50s the other day, and now it's freaking cold, windy, and we got about, I don't know, 2 inches of snow out there, I guess. Morning, dog. You a big retired guy, you? I've been MIA for a couple days. Morning, dog, John. Yep, I didn't feel like doing live for a couple of days. Pouring rain, is it? Oh man, I guess it's yeah. It rains in Florida all the time, though. Well, when I was down there and visit my cousin and them, it'd be morning, Don. It'd be it'd come like and rain in the afternoon for about 10 minutes or so, and then an hour later you couldn't even tell it rained. Yeah, I'm good, man. I just a little burnout. Didn't feel like doing anything. I had work to do yesterday. Uh, yeah, right, right. Who am I making mad today? No doubt. I had to cancel my StreamYard. It's 44 bucks. It went up to $44. I'm like, I ain't got that. So I figure I think I got it till I don't know how long I got it till, but I'll still probably have the 20 hours a month or whatever. I don't know if they still do that. We'll see. But bill come through and I was like, nope, I'm not giving y'all $44. No, I shut it off. We'll see what happens. Oh, oh goodness. Excuse me. Man, I'll tell you what, it's way too long between the last college football game and the championship game. I've seen that. Yep, I shall be watching. Uh I don't know. What they don't play till Monday. I don't know how many days off that is, but it's just I don't know. I think it's what's 10 days or more, I guess, which is just, I mean, it's kind of like at the start of the playoffs or whatever. You had the teams that had the bye, which gave them another week. Oh, I'm sorry, brother, man. I'm telling you, I had Bonzer, my little dog. I had him for 18 years, man, and dude, it was heart wrenching to put him down. So I feel for you, brother. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just a shame the dog can't live as long as we do. You know what I mean? You could get one when you're a kid and have him your whole life until you get old and die. That would be cool. But yeah, man, I'm sorry, brother. That sucks. Bad. Yeah. My big dog Tilly, she's I think 9 now. And I've not had a big dog in my life. I don't think it's ever lived past 12 years. So we'll see what happens with her. She's got some like bumps about the size of a golf ball, like around her chest area or whatever. I don't know what they are, but I can't get her in the car to take her to the vet, so it's not going to matter anyway. And then, and if it was something, crazy like, well, she's got cancer and we can give her the this or whatever, like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a dog when I won't spend it on myself. But she's been a good dog. She'll be around for a while. I think her mom lived 15 years or something like that. The more I think about it, she was around for a long time. But as fat as Tilly is, and as much as mom keeps giving her treats and shit all the time, I mean, she's huge, man. Yeah, it does. Oh crap! I gotta fix my glasses. My screw came out of them. Let's see. There we go. Yep, I had a screw come out right there. You can see. Yeah, you can see where it's sticking up right there. But I remember Pop was always losing crap with his glasses, screws and nose pieces and stuff. So I ordered the ultimate eyeglass repair kit. I've had this thing for about 5 years now, man, and it's got everything in it you could imagine. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's got different size screwdriver heads. Little things over here is all kinds of different size screws. I just got to find out what size that screw is to put it in there. Now, you'll always have that spot, dog, for sure. Yeah, yeah, that's hard to think about all the cool crap that happened. See, I definitely can't see good enough to do this morning. Probably have to turn more light on. I'd say that's it right there. Yep. You know, weirdest thing happened the other day, yesterday. Seen a comment on Facebook here in town, and evidently this lady on the south end of town where I used to live, down there in God's country, evidently she's gay, and her wife have a gay pride flag out in front of their house, I guess. But she said that uh, two Muslim guys and a woman come up and knocked on their door the other day, and both of the Muslim dudes had guns on them and wanted to know if told her to shut up and get her husband. He didn't want to talk to her, and she said something. I forget how it all went, but she basically told him, fuck you, get off my property or whatever. And as they were leaving, he said something about burning her house down or something, and said they went out and got in an SUV and drove off. She said she called the police and made a report, but the police won't do nothing because they're Muslims. They're afraid they'll get classified as a Islamophobe or whatever. But I'm thinking, why didn't you have your phone and videotape that shit? For one, people are going to be skeptical about it, and for two, that you could have evidence. Oh, sure, dog. There's, of course, man. I understand. There is no way. There's nothing to be ashamed about that, neither, man. Men have this, I don't know, twisted image that you're not supposed to cry, and you're a human, man, and you have emotions, and you get sad, and you get hurt, and I've never bought into that crap that men shouldn't cry. I've cried a lot in my lifetime, and sometimes it's a good cry, and sometimes it's a bad cry. It's like, oh man, this sucks so bad. But give it a little bit, brother, and you'll be out looking for another dog. Take my word for it. The bad part is you always forget how tough having a puppy is because your dog lives so long. You forget the beginning when you first got them and they were just like, don't chew that shoe up. I only paid $200 or, something like that. So I understand. But yeah, it's funny. And because my son's been saying stuff post stuff about, Islam and shit like that all the time, he calls me a racist. He's liberals all get out. But, it's just more proof that it's everywhere, but you don't know it because they're not out here advertising, hey, we got a whole group of us over here waiting to take over your town if we get the chance. Yeah, John, I remember talking to you about that. She was doing pretty tough. Well, shoot, how do I know which size screw to put in here? First off, we got to find the right screwdriver for there's one in here. See if this is the size. Yeah, that may be. I got to turn the light on this. I guess I got to go out and shovel snow sometime today. As much as I don't want to go out and shovel snow. Yeah, that one's too big. Let's see about this one here. I think what I'd have to do is take this screw out and find one. You know, it's got this cool thing that came with it for old people with bad eyes, I suppose, but it's got the screwdriver part, okay? Well, it also has this magnifying glass thing. So you put it on here like so, and then you put your little bit in there, and you can see what you're doing when you come trying to figure out if you got the right screw size or not. That works pretty good, actually, if you can get it where you need it to be. Yeah, it ain't gonna work with the lens in the way, though, is it? There we go. All right, anyway. Did you get some snow, dog? Yeah, we had a lot of wind, man. That wind was horrible. Oh, John, I pray for you all the time, brother. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think Iran's going to be a mess too. You know what? We would be best if we done if we just stayed the hell out of it. I mean, I know it won't happen, but it sure be the right thing to do. Oh crap! Getting old sucks, man. Cherish your young eyeballs. I'm gonna get this out here and I'm gonna go get it back in. Watch. Probably shouldn't do that, actually. Yeah, we might want to wait until we can see it a little better. There's no way that one's too big. I ain't got much smaller than that. I'll tell you, man. Huh. Oh well, we're not going to do that right now. That's a bad idea. Because then I might piss somebody off by saying something I shouldn't. Yeah, yeah. With that was happening here too in the afternoon. I had to go. Oh, I had to go see a house yesterday, and on the way back is when it all started. Look at my instruction book, man. Heck yeah. Look at that. It tells you how to do everything to your glasses. But the best part was it comes with a bunch of different sizes of the little nose pieces, like that right there. The little rubber pieces. It's got a bunch of different sizes. And then Dad was always losing his, so I had to order like 20 of this size here because his was coming off all the time. But we'll do that when our eyes are a little more awake. How you supposed to know what size screw to put in there? Oh, 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 oh. Something's holding us up here. Is that it right there? know what the heck that is and why it's in there actually. A little bitty Allen wrench. Or what that is it? Can't even tell if it's a hex head or what. Yes, it is, but it's not going back in there. It didn't come in it. I put that in there, I think. There we go. 7 types of screw-in nose pads. 16 kinds of magnetic screws in various sizes. Oh, cool. Yeah, you know, the only thing I can say about that is somewhere along the line, it became okay to disregard when a police officer tells you to get out of the car. You know what? That whole incident, it goes by and nothing comes of it if the lady just, when he said get out of the car, she just gets out of the car. I mean, it's that simple. I'm sorry, but they were, the places like Portland and all them places, they just let the people do what they want and didn't or never made them obey the law or whatever. And yeah, I'm an asshole because I don't feel bad about the lady getting shot, neither by my according to my people, but I don't care. And the narrative that the media spins is wrong. She didn't just drop her kids off at school. She'd been following them around all day, messing with them all day. And where on earth do you get the right to interfere with law enforcement? I mean, I don't know. It's going to get uglier, I think, unfortunately. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen the dude carrying the flag, and the guy puts the megaphone up close to his head. That's what ended it for him. Then he's like, bam, knocked that dude out. Yeah, yep, exactly. If you play in the streets, you might get run over, or if you're gonna play big boy games, uh, you might win big boy prizes. It's horrible that some lady lost her life. That part I'm agree with. It's horrible that she did, but the fact of the matter is, if you weren't there doing what you were doing, you wouldn't have lost your life. In the some of the media, unfortunately, the media on the lib side, like my son and them, listen to her spinning it all different. Oh, she had just come from dropping her kid off and seen that they were coming up to someone she knew's house, so she decided to stop and make sure they were all right or something like that. That's the last one I heard. And I'm like, that is such bullshit. Hey, remember this pocket knife I was talking about? That was, real nice, made in Germany or whatever. $275. That's what it's for sale on eBay for anyway. Yeah, he did knock that guy out twice. I don't know what he was thinking coming back the second time. He dropped his gloves like he was going to do something. It's like, no, dude, just you're best to leave something like that alone. This guy's out here knocking out you and all your buddies. And sometimes you probably ought to realize that, oh, this guy's a little tougher than I thought. I better. And it's about time somebody done something like that to them fuckers. That's been the problem. They've been getting away with it so long, they're not going to know how to act if somebody stands up to them. That umbrella or an umbrella ain't going to stop that punch. Yeah, the guy got knocked out twice. Yeah, he's the one that had the megaphone. But yeah. But anyway, this is just one of them things. I keep finding stuff and I set it back and say, I'll wait when it comes time. And I start liquidating stuff to save money up or to make money up to buy a boat. Stuff like this will go goodbye. But it's got on the blade, I forget which blade it is. It's got pheasants or something like that. Yeah, it's that one right there. You can't see it very well. It's kind of a unique blade. It's kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Yeah, sort of. You can't see it that well, but it's got pheasants and it says something and I can't. Hen and rooster, that's what it is. Hen and rooster. World's finest cutlery or something. Let's see here. I can't read it. Something Bertram's Cutlery 34-08 or something like that. Rooster and hen. That's cool though. I don't even know where this came from, but I knew that it was remember I talked about how the lines and stuff through here were so tight and well made or whatever. I knew there was something about that knife. Morning, Eric. Today or yesterday, brother? I got yours yesterday. I haven't even looked at my phone today. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys thinking about me and stuff like that. I honestly do. Because I'm an asshole sometimes and I know it, but it's just me, man. You know, rooster and hen or cock and balls. You can have the cock and balls, man. I need a red ball. But you know, that pocket knife, like I keep finding little stuff I have that they're not worth, it's not worth a lot of money, but if you keep combining them all together, eventually, you know, I end up with about $5,000 or so, and I can buy a decent boat. You know, I'm not going to sell the Harley. I don't think that was Pop's. I kind of tore between that. I do got this rifle, an M1, World War I rifle or something like that. World War I and II. And it's immaculate. A buddy of mine lives down in Huntsville, wanted it. He said he'd let me know what it's worth. This guy I grew up with, he's trustworthy. In the poultry sense. I love you, John. I honestly do. But I actually almost spaced it because I had, let's see, I think I'd done 2 appraisals and they came in and I almost forgot to log them in my, no, that ain't it. 2026 payments. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's on a Word. So I forgot to log them. And I had to go in there. I got a file made for 2026 and it's got the date, the invoice number, and the amount total paid. And then I got a year total that I update every time I add one to it. Oh, I don't know yet. The reason about that one it didn't come and go is it's a tiller drive thing, and I don't want that. You know, the more I think about it, and the more I thought about it, when I go by it and I think, like, man, that's not what I want. You know, the boat itself is nice, but I don't want the tiller steering thing. I don't want that. So I'll just keep looking. You know what I mean? It just, I'm one of them guys. If you don't want it, if it ain't exactly what you want, don't buy it. You know what I mean? And I didn't know it was tiller steering until I went back and looked at it that day, and I thought, well, I could, put a thing in and convert it. Hey, good morning, 205. How are you, buddy? and something like that. But then I get into a bunch of crap that I'd probably, I'd have to mount a steering console and steering wheel and seat and everything. And I'm like, it's all right. 205. It's good to see you, man. So it's not what I want. So I'm not going to do it. The prices are, I mean, I could buy it, clean it up a little bit and turn around and sell it for a couple grand, and make a little bit off of it. But you know me, I'm way too lazy for that stuff. But anyway, I got to remember to keep adding these in because I got to watch my total. And I got to look, but I think they changed it from 22,000 to 24,000 is how much you can make and not affect your Social Security. So we'll see. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Exactly. I mean, how on earth would I masturbate going down the lake or the river? Seriously, what would you do? You have to stop the boat, throw the anchor out, and get comfortable, I guess. I don't want to do that. It ruins the moment. It's like putting a condom on. It just ruins the whole moment. So I'm glad I grew up when I did. Because you didn't have to worry about so much back then besides getting someone pregnant. Thank God that never happened. That I know of, anyway. Exactly. I don't know, man. It's life. What do you do? I know yesterday and it's every day when I come home, and I know she doesn't mean to do it, but the minute I walk in the door, she wants something or needs something done. And I'm like, but yesterday I was just like, you're just gonna have to wait for me. I'm gonna have to go in here. I gotta sit down. I gotta add something to this reports website. I got some shit I gotta do before we do anything. And I'm like, man, sometimes you just gotta give me a break. Every day when I come home, the same thing. I'm like, I can't, I need a break here today. And I don't know, man. I need to find somebody trustworthy that I can pay to come and hang out with her for the weekend or something so I can go fishing and stuff. Hopefully, and hopefully I'll figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to burn one. Maybe I should. I can't though. I've tried, man. I can't get high anymore. It just I don't know what it is. It makes me paranoid. Now I did find these things that are pretty decent as far as relaxing you. This stuff here, and it's like a microdose of THC, CBD, and some other herbs or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's not so strong that it gets you high, but that combined with the other stuff in it just kind of takes the edge off of being pissed off or whatever. You know what I mean? Practice makes perfect. Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. If I if I ever get to build a houseboat and take like a week or so at a time on the river camping by myself and stuff, then I probably will, to be honest with you. I could probably do that because it'd be like, dude, you got nothing to worry about in life. You're retired. You took care of your responsibilities. It's your time to just chill. Because it's weird because it seems like when I get high, it seems like I worry about crap that don't even need to be worried about. It's really weird. It's almost like paranoia, but it's these little pill looking things. And it works pretty good. Actually, I gave mom one and it worked great on her. I mean, it made her feel, you know, not as stressed and stuff like that. So when we were at the pain doctor yesterday, I took it in with me and they were filling up her pain pump. Perhaps perfect put in the work. But so I took it in with me because if you test positive for THC or whatever, they can kick you out of the pain problem place or whatever. But this place here, mom's been there literally since they opened the office, like 20 years ago. And she's 85 fucking years old, man. Let an old person get high if they want to. She talked to the doctor that owns the place, Drew, the original guy she worked with. And at the time, she had gotten down to 70 some pounds, was just bone thin. And I was like, you're going to have to start eating, put some weight on or something. And she's like, I'm just not hungry. You know, the stress with your dad stuff, I'm just not hungry. And that's when I decided, well, I'm going to get some weed and you're going to get hungry. You know what I mean? And so she talked to Drew about it, their pain doctor. And she said, you know, I got to do something. I don't eat. And I'm, you know, down to 70 some pounds. Yeah, this Drew's pretty cool, but I'm with you. Most of them are assholes. And she told him, said, you know, I'm going to have to do something. And my son talked about maybe getting some THC capsules or something, which they have those and they can prescribe them, or an edible or something like that. And he said, it's fine. He said, go ahead. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure everything's all right. And it's been a few years back. So we'll see what happens. If they were to, because the doctor, the lady that fills her pain pump up, I forget her name, but she looked at the thing and I told her what it was and she read it and she said, yeah, it should be all right. I said, it's a small amount. It shouldn't even show up. If it does, then we'll take care of it. And I'm thinking to myself, remember you said that. I'd hate that to blow your building up if y'all can cut mom off from her medicine. But she's so small, one of them, I mean, she took it yesterday afternoon and slept real good last night. I gotta clean the kitchen up today and shit. I need to do that report, but I'm really lacking in motivation, man. I don't know. Wintertime gets me, man. Every time. Wintertime just. Ah. That's how I found the catfish community because I was going nuts in the winter one time and was looking for something on YouTube that would be entertaining or whatever. And that's how I come across this community, and it literally saved my life. Literally, I don't care. I mean, because I was in a bad spot, man. You know, I'd moved back to Muncie and didn't want to do that. And after the first year or two, I realized, man, you know, I don't have a life even. I still don't. Yeah, exactly. Give her two. Oh no, I'm with you, dude. I'd love it to get the giggles. But see, these don't you don't feel them like that. That's what I like about them. They don't feel like you're getting high. It's weird. It's hard to explain. Then she has to share her meds. Exactly. If I'm gonna share my weed, she's gonna have to share the oxys, man. But yeah, what do you do, man? What do? You pray and thank God for all the good stuff I do have. That's what I do. We have to remember, no matter how bad it gets, there's always something good that you have in your life if you look for it. And you know, mine's having people, the catfish community, to hang out with and stuff like that. And I think you got to have something to look forward to. You know what I mean? And I was thinking about the other day, you know, most of my life went in different phases of stuff to look forward to. Like if when I was racing or whatever, it's like, man, next year I'm gonna buy a new bike or whatever. You know, so you always had something you were looking forward to that was going to happen. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, you know, trying to tell myself, dude, you know, it by this midsummer or whatever, you should be in a boat fishing. Yeah, yeah, that's about right. And it's hard to explain. It's kind of I mean, I take two of them. Oh man, dude, I did mess up Saturday night. I was watching Supercross, and I took two of those, and I thought, man, I had some edibles over there, and I'll have take a little bit of this edible, and I evidently cut off a bigger piece than I thought. Man, dude, I was so freaking high. I was just I mean, if you'd have talked to me, I couldn't have answered you at all. I'd have just looked at you and waved you away and said, I'll talk to you later, man. I was so messed up. Yep. Yep. No doubt. But yeah, man, I was like, I'm watching Supercross and trying to follow what's happening. You know what I mean? It's like, shit, I don't even know what's going on right now. I finally said, dude, you might as well go to bed and pray nothing happens that you got to deal with right now. Because I wouldn't have been able to do much. It was funny. I was like, dude, you're borderline incapacitated. Oh, goodness gracious. What do you do? Yep, I was almost going to show it. I'm glad I didn't. I was going to say I started carrying my Smith and Wesson MP as opposed to my little Ruger that's about that big. I started carrying my full size pistol. Stinky shank. John's experienced the fecal material all over the place uh, in the past month or so. It's freaking. That's when you want to quit. That's when you say, "Man, I can't do this no more. I gotta go." Yeah, yeah, I'm sure, John. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get like if I take I, me and my buddy that I've rode with for years. You know, we would never we went to races or what was called a dual sport. It was a fun ride or whatever. We'd always camp back away from everybody. And I quit 4 times that morning. Yep, I agree. And we were sitting around the fire, and he kept trying to hand me doobie. I said, "Dude, I'm telling you right now, if I hit that, I won't talk to you again the rest of the night. I'm telling you." He said, "Well, that's a good thing. You know me, I talk too much anyway." But I hit it twice and sit there, and I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, didn't say nothing. All of a sudden, I got up, said, "I'll see you in the morning," and went and got in bed. I just can't do it. You know, I had 2 times that happened, John. One time I got up at I don't know, 5:30 in the morning or whatever to go pee, and it's just a good thing the light was on and my eyes were open, or else I would have walked through it. And hey, good morning, Fishing Fun Adventures. Good to see you, buddy. And I just stopped and looked and literally cried, like, "You got to be kidding me, man! I can't do this today. There's no way." And then one time I was out seeing a house, and Mom had called me and said that, Dad had made a mess and she cleaned it up the best she could, not being able to see, which so, she done the best she could, but she made more of a mess than she cleaned. I didn't say that, but, like, okay, thanks. I'll see what I can do. And I got home and had to clean up a mess. And stuff like that in the past would gag me and make me throw up. And somehow I got through it without doing that. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. And you look back and think, well, I got through it, is what I always would tell myself. Well, you got through that. It's all right. I keep forgetting I got this pad. This is a good pad, man. I got it, and Dad used to use it. How many times I had to factory reset it because he'd put a password in it and wouldn't know what it was. And I was like, "Pop, do not change the password." "Oh, I didn't change the password." "Yeah, Pop, you changed the password. Take my word for it." The only thing is, it only works if I have Wi Fi. But I got to thinking, if I made my phone a Wi Fi hotspot, where AT&T, you used to be able to do it, but now they charge you extra to do it. Because when I first got it, it wasn't like that. I know it wasn't, and I told that lady that on the phone one day. And because she said, and I was like, I can't get my Wi-Fi hotspot to come on my phone. And she said, "Oh," she said, "you have to pay. It's like $20 a month or something." I'm like, "No effing way." Yeah. But I bet the batteries, yeah, if I figured the battery was dead on that, we'll charge that. I was going to say, I don't know why. I could use that out in the garage with the external speaker because the speaker on this is shit. You can't even hardly hear the audio. But that might work actually. If I had Wi-Fi hotspot, I could use this for when I would go live fishing or whatever. Let me see. Yeah, it's got the camera in the back, camera in the front, I think. So that would work. And then I could have it sitting in my truck, setting up in my truck like that, and I'd be able to see it a lot better than just my phone. Make a mental note, Bug. I'll forget that. What are you on AT&T, dog? If you are, I may have. This been a couple years ago that I tried that. I may have to see. Maybe they changed it again. That'd be nice. Well, and I think this works like a phone. You can get, an account and it'll connect just like a phone does. I think that's how this works. I think it works besides just Wi-Fi. And that would be cool. And it's a funny story about this. I had one before this one. It wasn't a very good one, but something happened. I think Dad broke it or something. But when I got the pad and the phone at the same time, and I got the insurance. Well, when I went to get the claim on the pad, they said, well, you don't have the insurance on it. I said, I beg to differ. And we went round and round. I said, I'm telling you right now, I got both of them at the same time, and they should have both been covered on that. And we've been with AT&T for 20-some years probably, which pays dividends in this situation. I told her, I said, that's not right. I said, I'm mad enough about this. I'll just probably start looking for another provider. Well, hold on. Let me pass you over to customer retention or something like that. And the lady looked at our account. She's like, boy, you've been with us a long time, haven't you? I said, yes, ma'am, very long time. She said, well, what pad do you want? And we'll just get one out to you. How's that sound? I'm like, I don't know. I said, let me look it up. So what I done is I looked up the pads that were like mine, but I found the one that was the best that you could get at the time as far as pads go, the LG pad. It had the 1 gig and stuff like that. And I called back, said, hey, this is the one I want here. And they sent it to me, and it was 3 times better than the one I had. And I had good intentions for it, but it was funny. Anything I got, Dad was like, oh, I like that. Here, let me see it. Off it go. And then I'd have to tell myself, hey, he ain't got long, brother. Just let him have it. Don't worry about it. I learned to share finally in my lifetime. All this time from kindergarten on, they told me I had to share, and I didn't enjoy it. Oh, Walmart plan. $55 a month, unlimited with 50 gig hotspot. Really? Huh. There's a 50 gig. I'm trying to think if that's quite a bit, actually. I don't know how much I use a month on mine because I don't really pay attention to it. We just turned, yep, exactly. But, I learned a lot in that time with Dad. It was a great learning experience. I learned a lot about myself that I didn't think I had, And John understands that one entirely. You'll do crap you never dreamed you would. Yes. Unplug the phone. What up, sunshine? Oh, you got a little bit of snow too.
Yeah. Feels like 2 degrees out here.
See, right. I had to go out to my truck a little bit ago, and I was like, oh, shoot, man, it's cold out today. I had the faucets running.
Make you want to stay home. Stay in your blanket and your covers.
The 100%. I already said that after I seen that house yesterday, and I stopped and I forget what all I got, but I got enough supplies and stuff that I don't have to leave the house if I don't want to till probably Sunday.
Did you get you some of these?
No, I got some sort of like that though. Here, I'll show you.
I've been drinking a lot more water. I've cut myself down to only like 4 of these a day. The 0 sugar Mountain Dews. You figure with them not letting Snap people buy pop on their Snap card, you'd figure it pop prices might go down, but no, they go up. Kickers.
That tastes
Jolly Rancher
like
green apple.
Dude, I'm telling you, it tastes just like an apple Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, they got them in there. In here too is the green apple.
Yeah, they
got strawberry, orange. These are a save a lot.
Yeah, and I found something.
Strawberry, orange, green apple, and grape. I'm not a big fan of the strawberry though.
Oh, it's the same thing. This one's black cherry and pomegranate.
Yeah, I'm a pomegranate kind of guy.
Huh?
I'm not a pomegranate guy.
I love pomegranate. I had good intentions of, stopping the Red Bull and stuff. Oh, shit. I don't know what I done. There you go. I meant to do that.
Well, they sell them things with energies too.
Okay, John. I'll see you soon.
Later, John. Have a good day.
These watch out for them. They say energy at the bottom. That's what they got them for. Yeah.
Make sure you watch out for them falling iguanas.
Yep. They hit you on the head and knock you out cold.
I seen that. I'm like, what the? Falling iguana warning in Florida. What the?
Yeah. Heck yeah. It gets so cold, man.
Well, they were talking about it on Good Day Columbus. That's the only reason why I knew about them.
I clicked on a thing on the local newspapers, a video clip about IU, and it's just kept going over a different one. It goes, that one will end and a new one will come on. It's all like almost like the whole season worth of highlights. So I'm like, that's cool. It's supposed to be 34 tonight. They're gonna fall for sure. You'd think they'd be smart enough to get down on the ground. See you, John. Yeah, it's definitely a real thing.
Yep. It's like everybody in here complaining about the cold weather. I'm like, shoot, get used to it. It's probably going to be this way for a couple months.
Yep. Till March.
I'm hoping it's in the 60s late April, at least 60s.
Yeah. It should
no rain in Tennessee either. I'd like that too.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be warm down there for sure.
You never know.
It's the real thing, Coca-Cola. Yeah, you don't actually. Not nowadays. The weather's so weird.
Yeah, what was it? It was 44 yesterday morning. By the time at the end of the day, it was like 22 or something like that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, our wind was howling. That's how I knew. Good morning, honey. How I knew it was starting to get cold. The wind was blowing so hard. When I went to see that house, when the weather's like this, I usually do the inside first, and then I measure the outside and stuff afterwards. And that's what I done yesterday. And I got out and started to measure, and I was like, oh, crap. So I had to go in and put a different coat on, put a hat. I got one of them hats with a flap on it that goes down over your ears and stuff. And I forgot everything, or I had everything but gloves. I forgot to put gloves on. I was out there measuring, and my hands got numb. And I was like, dang it, why didn't you just grab your glove? But it's almost done by then, so I wasn't going to go back to the truck and get none.
There's your taco truck.
I seen that. And then they were some Muslim people. I kind of chuckled. The place I done was by the campus of Ball State. That's their students there, I suppose, more than likely.
Oh, I thought you were just wearing the Indiana red. The Hoosiers.
Hoosiers. But
you know, Pittsburgh called him and tried to set up an interview. The
Dude,
Squillers.
he signed an 8-year contract with IU,
Yeah, but
which doesn't mean nothing.
the Steelers aren't going to go after an old man. I'm sorry. They want a young, upcoming coach. That way they can have him for the next 15 to 20 years.
Why on earth would you go from coaching college football with a bunch of young guys who want to play the game and are there to enjoy it, you know what I mean, to coaching a bunch of pro guys who aren't going to listen to you half the time?
Money.
Nope, not
That'd be the only. It'd be the only reason why. I mean.
Yeah, they announced his 8-year contract, and the guy that was reading it, athletic director or somebody, I suppose, and he signed an 8-year deal for it. And he said, "Well, I'm not even going to say." So then they were interviewing the coach. He said, "Well," he said, "You know what? This time 4 or 5 years ago, something like that, I was making $100,000 a year." He said, "So anything over that, I'm happy with." And I didn't know it. Indiana has one of the largest alumni bases in the country.
Yep. Indiana, Texas Tech, I think that's what it is.
Watch and that damn school bus.
Pedophile state, which is Penn State. I mean,
yep.
They're always going to be pedophile state to me.
Nah, I hate to see Joe Paterno's whole career get freaking ruined by that, and I'm like, man, come on, dude. He don't put that on the coach.
Nope.
You know, they ruined a great legacy. Bad enough it killed him.
Well, no, I wish my president would make the retirement age 55. I shouldn't have to work until I'm 80 or 70, and then I only get to enjoy maybe 1-2 years, and then I'm dead.
There used to be a band around here called Who's Your Daddy, Ernie? Yeah, I'm with you, dude. And everything I've read so far about taking Social Security, every one of them has said take it at 62 if you can. And I was like, because I wasn't real sure I was doing the right thing or not. Morning, Mark. And quiet.
Morning, Mark. Go Rams.
And I wasn't sure, so I've been, researching it and things like that. You know how I am. I got to find out stuff. And everything I read said take it at 62. Everything. And it said it didn't matter what your income was or whatever. Take it at 62. And then at least you're getting some of it out before you die.
Yeah, all of it you done put in. Then they take and give it to Somalian daycare centers.
Man, dude, don't get me started. You know what? I was thinking about, I wish I would end up in front of a judge about my taxes. And I would look at him and say, Your Honor, I got to be honest with you. I used to feel really bad about this and worry a lot that I had missed paying some of them. But you know what? I don't anymore. I'm sorry. Not when they squander billions of dollars and nobody does anything about it. The freaking governor knew about it years ago, and in fact, Ilhan Omar said something. Someone was asking her about it, and she's like, well, so-and-so has known about it, or we started an investigation into it 4 years ago. And I'm thinking, 4 years, huh? Well, why hadn't anything been done then? Evidently your investigation wasn't that detailed. If the Bears win, Eric has to paint his fingernails. Yes, pink too. He's got to paint them pink.
I ain't painting my fingernails. I ain't like that. I don't have a problem with biting my fingernails, so I got to paint them.
Yep.
Weirdo.
I used to bite mine until I got dentures.
I've never bit my fingernails.
Oh, I have.
Disgusting.
I did my whole life.
Nah, it's not good for your teeth. It's not good for your stomach.
I've done it since I was a kid, all the way through and I didn't quit until I had to get dentures.
Yeah, that's dead skin cells.
I don't care. I'm 60 something and I'm alive and fairly healthy, so evidently it didn't hurt me. I'm good.
That's like people picking their nose and eating it. You sick. Gross.
The Rams are going to be frozen out of the Super Bowl this weekend. Who do they
Nah.
play?
The Rams play the Bears.
In Chicago?
Yep, in Chicago.
Oh, it's nasty in Chicago right now. Probably nasty where Mark's at, or it was yesterday.
He looked like he was freezing in that stand.
I didn't see it. I was busy yesterday. And Terry B jumps in. How about them Texans? Texans who? They got teams in Texas, football teams?
Houston Texans.
Who knew?
Yeah, but they're, I think, who are they playing? The Patriots?
How about them Hoosiers?
Good luck.
How about them Hoosiers?
That still blows my mind. College is supposed to be on Saturday. Why are we having a national championship game on Monday?
I'm telling you, I've said the same thing for years. Why in the hell would they play this game on Sunday instead of Saturday night?
That's like the Super Bowl.
Make no sense.
The Super Bowl should be on Saturday. People got to work.
Yep. Well, they had a kid on the news yesterday, the local news, and he had written a letter to the governor asking him to mandate that all schools have a 2-hour delay Tuesday morning because he would be up late watching the football game.
Well, I remember years ago they were talking about making it the day after a national holiday.
Oh, it just
day after the Super Bowl.
I always thought they should have done it. Have the college playoff in the week before the Super Bowl, okay, and then the Saturday of the Super Bowl have the college championship game, and then Sunday you have the Super Bowl. Yeah. I always thought that would be the ticket. 14 degrees right now. Dang.
Here, I'll get you fired up, Buggy. Hey, if you were subpoenaed and didn't show up to court, what would happen?
Oh, don't even get me started. I know, man.
I seen that crap. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I'm telling you, if I'm them, I perp walk their ass. I go to their house, arrest them, and I perp walk their ass out of the house, and I perp walk their ass into court.
I said, if I was subpoenaed, I'd be in jail if I didn't show up. How are they not in jail? Blows my mind. Hey, yeah, Uncle Lou, good morning.
I'm with you on that too. Or why do they have the NFL on Thursdays too? I don't get it. Money, money, money.
That's Amazon Prime money. I don't like Thursday night games either.
Terry, they got a stack of bodies behind them all the way back to the Arkansas days. They've gotten away with crap for so long, man.
Yeah. One of the largest gun runners is the Clintons.
Yep. I had a book by their cleanup guy in Arkansas. He was dying of cancer and decided to write a tell-all about everything he'd done for him in Arkansas. And if you notice, it didn't make the New York Times best-selling list or nothing. And if you hadn't come across it, you wouldn't even know about it. But yeah, he done a lot of bad shit for them. And he could only write the book when he was dying, you know what I mean? Because he knew they'd kill him if he told before then. Morning, Rustic.
Morning, Rustic. Dave.
He was the cleanup guy in Arkansas, and they moved a lot of coke in Arkansas. Don't let nobody kid you. They built this airport. I forget where it was. Kind of a smaller town, and it was just big enough for kind of a big twin prop airplane to land. You know, like a fairly, what would have back in the day probably been a passenger airplane. And that thing had come in there just stuffed to the ceiling with bells of coke, bells of weed and everything. Yeah, Clintons are evil, man, and so if anyone in all of the history of DC deserves to go to prison, they're it. And it'll never happen, but it'd sure be nice if it did. I mean, who just ignores a congressional subpoena?
Well, that's what's wrong with society nowadays. They just think, well, I can do whatever I want.
Yep.
I'm above the law.
Yep. We
And
just
that's
had that
wrong.
conversation about the lady that got shot by ICE. When did
It,
it become acceptable to just ignore the cop's order to get out of your car? When did that become an acceptable form of behavior in our country? Through all the 4 years of liberal shit, and so it's horrible that these kids lost their mother or whatever, but don't paint her as this freaking saint neither. She'd been following them around for days doing that shit.
Buggy, I don't feel sorry for that bitch at all
No,
because
for sorry for her
she's
kids.
a fucking child abuser. Come on now, burning your kids with cigarettes and shit. Nah, fuck that
I ain't
bitch.
heard none of that stuff. So
Look at the police rap sheet on her.
oh, really? I have to look that up.
Yep.
But it's just become, you see these people, the cops talking to someone, and they're all mouthy and cocking off to them and everything, and fuck you, don't touch me, you mother. I'm like, man, back in the day, a cop would snatch you up and slam you on the ground and teach you a lesson. And somewhere it's become okay to just mouth off to the cops and not do what you're told. I seen a post
I don't get that.
or something about how you would still be alive if you'd have got out of the car when the cop told you to. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm. And then her girlfriend sitting there antagonizing. Come on, big boy, let's go to lunch. What the heck is wrong with you?
Yep. Hell, the guy had been hit one other time.
Yeah, he had 30 stitches in his leg because he got hit by somebody.
I read last night that he had internal bleeding from that hit.
Well, what blows my mind about it is, why are all these people getting upset about illegal aliens? If you're not illegal, what's it matter? And people are like, they're stopping Americans. And so, if you're not illegal, don't worry about it. Show them you're a legal citizen. I don't even know how you would do that, but...
and that's the other thing, my son's the same way. Well, they're humans and blah, blah. You know what, dude? They overtax your school system. They overtax your medical system. The money that they've gave to them, or hell, just the billions that the ones Somalians have wasted, would have housed every homeless vet in the country. Would have bought them a damn house.
Yep. And they're the ones that make the housing market go up, too. The business you're in, Buggy.
Yep.
But my whole opinion on it is if you're not illegal, why are you worried about it? Even though I wouldn't know what am I supposed to do to show my papers that I'm a legal American citizen? I mean, all I got is my ID, my birth certificate, and Social Security card. I mean, if that's what I have to show.
I'd look at that cop and say, you see this veteran's card, pal? Get the fuck away from my car. Go bother someone that's an illegal. Do I look like a fucking illegal?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why does it matter? If he's just asking you a question, you know what I mean?
Yep. I didn't watch it last night, Uncle Lou. I figured I'd gotten mad enough the other night when I watched it and the shit they were doing. I thought you need to take a break for a day or so. You know what I mean? I had to get away from shit for a couple of days.
Well, that's like them burning the city down when George Floyd got killed. It's like,
and then the bad part.
You think it's all right to act like that?
Ilhan Omar, she's laughing about those billions of dollars and stuff. Like and I want the DOJ to do an investigation. Where did you come in here broke to DC and now you're worth millions of dollars? I want to know where that fucking money came from that she's got.
Confiscate her bank accounts and then ship her back to Somalia.
IRS needs to hit her up, and they need to fucking bust her ass.
And then her marrying her brother.
She was laughing, saying, "So you think Somalia's actually embezzled or defrauded all this money? You actually think that's true, huh?" And the lady said, Miss Omar, of course it's true. They got the documentation. Have you not read it? And she's like, it's not true. You guys just don't know. And she's laughing the whole time. And I'm thinking, man, if I was there, I'd smacked her upside her head and said, what the fuck are you laughing about, lady? That money could have went to all my homeless veteran brothers and put them in homes. And you're laughing about it, you piece of crap. She thinks she's untouchable.
My thing is how are you illegal? How are you even a legal citizen by marrying your brother?
Well,
That's
see,
not
that's
legal.
not what they've got. They've got that twisted. She didn't marry him for her to get in. She was already here. She came here as a kid. She married her brother in theory so her brother could get in. It wasn't so she could get in the country. She was already here. She's been here since she was a kid. I think she was 4 or something when her parents moved here.
Yep, they should ship her back home for doing legal fraud. We're bringing her brother in here. Ship her and her brother back.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just like the Clintons. Nothing ever happens, and wait and see. All this money that got defrauded or whatever. I wait and see if anything happens. If it doesn't, F them. Every American should stop paying taxes.
Mm-hmm. You know, last time this tax stuff went and got bad, it was the Boston Tea Party.
Oh, you're kidding me, Uncle Lou.
What do you say?
Hitting with a snow shovel. See, they should all work in twos, and I'm telling you, I think they should give them bear spray. Ain't come run me, I'll blast you from 20 foot away with bear spray. You're not coming after me no more. It's enough to make me want to go buy me some land in Tennessee and go off grid and just get out of here and leave this country to its own devices.
My thought on it is, how do they think it's right to block traffic? Can't do that.
Yeah, they're provoking it. Plus, Ilhan Omar's provoking it, and that other lady, Tabib or whatever, they're all promoting it and provoking these. And I'm like, man, y'all just trying your hardest to get us in a civil war, ain't you? Because it's coming.
War creates money.
Yep. And the Islam people are just sitting back smiling and saying, y'all go ahead and deplete your own resources. We'll be in here to clean up the mess in a little bit. Y'all be listening to the call to prayer 5 times a day.
Yeah, forget that crap.
Yeah, it may happen unless people wake up.
Yeah. Like I told you last night, God don't make mistakes.
Nope. It's
When
just scary. When
the doctor smacks you on the ass, it's a boy or it's a girl.
Yep. There ain't no mistaking it. If you have a penis, you are a man or a boy. If you don't, you're a girl. If you have both, you're a freak. And there used to be sideshows that would give you a job. See, the man, woman, or whatever. You ever watch American Horror Story? I think it was on Netflix or something. The one about the circus people. Yeah, man, that was the best. Yeah, exactly. Circuses for that. And the freak show, the American Horror Story, the one about the sideshow people, was pretty wild.
Nope, I was home with the clown.
Oh, is that who got shot? I heard someone got shot yesterday. That's what it was. Yeah, see, and that's a prime example right there. Dad and son come outside and decide they're going to intervene in a police action. What the hell's wrong with these people? You know,
and they're sitting there trying to defund ICE crap.
Yeah, that's
come on now.
That is not going to happen.
And they're trying to impeach that lady that runs it. I can't remember her name.
that runs ICE or?
Yeah, that runs ICE.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to see.
Yeah, they're trying to
Homeland
impeach her.
Security.
Yeah, Department. Yep.
How about Trump flipping the guy off at the Ford factory? I thought that was cool. I don't care what nobody says. The dude was freaking yelling stuff at him and everything, and Trump had enough and told him "fuck you" and flipped him off on the way out. Well, it turns out Ford suspended that guy. Okay, and someone started a GoFundMe for the guy, $800,000 in 24 hours.
It's probably our taxpayer money. These big Dems. We support anybody that hates Trump. What's next? Anybody that hates Vance, because that's probably going to be your next president. You stupid motherfucker.
If we don't keep a Republican in the White House for the next 15 to 20 years, I guarantee we're in trouble. Yeah.
And that's like them getting mad because he went to Venezuela and picked that guy up, used military. I'm like, hey man, wasn't Osama bin Laden done the same way, and a few other people done the same way? But no, that was Barack Obama. Oh my, can't touch Barack Obama.
You know, I was thinking,
Whatever.
if you remember through the 80s and the 90s and stuff, I don't remember there being big race issues. Everybody kind of got along. Everybody done the thing, got along. The economy was doing okay, and then Obama comes along and starts intentionally building this divide between the white and black people. And he does it on purpose.
And don't forget about the gays, because he released the gays, as I say. I don't have a problem with it, but why are you taking down my American flag and putting up a rainbow flag in my classrooms? Why are you taking the Pledge of Allegiance out of the classroom? We used to have to say that every morning when we first got to school, and it's like, that's what's wrong with society. It's not. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this. It's not the point of. You don't have to push that in kids' face. They're kids. You don't have to push the gayness.
Sexuality has no place in elementary school whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let kids be kids. Bottom line, they don't let kids be kids no more.
And it's Blue agree with Rustic on.
It is so freaking wrong, man.
Nope. That's like the cursive stuff. I had to spend, I don't know how many hours learning how to do cursive. How much I had to learn that crap. Well, now they don't have to learn it. What the hell? And you have to sign your signature. How are they going to sign their signature in print?
I don't know what they actually teach them in school right now, as far as the basics, reading, writing, arithmetic.
Teach them how to hate Trump.
No common sense, that's for sure.
That's the biggest wrong thing with society nowadays. Nobody has no damn common sense.
Yeah. And you can see it. Me and someone else was talking, and I seen someone on Facebook talking about it. Something happened to this country in the last 20 years. I don't know what it was, but people have gotten stupid. I can't explain what I mean by that, but if you know, you know. It's just like, what happened and where did these people come from and how did they get so dumb? It blows me away. And you see it, if you have to interact with anybody in a social environment outside the store or wherever it's at, it's like, man, what happened?
Yep. Makes me want to be more like Ernie Brown, have my own little homestead. I just don't want my neighbors that close.
I found this place, and it's owner finance land. You can buy land in Tennessee Most of it's for off-grid living and stuff like that. It's unimproved land. But if you're like me, whose credit got trashed through his divorce and stuff, you pay a small amount down and just make payments to him for 10 years.
Well, it makes me think more and more is why did Luke Nichols become a famous YouTuber, a good lawyer? Why did he up and quit all that stuff and then move to Alaska? And then he moves to Alaska and then he cuts off all social media. There's a reason behind that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Wait and see.
I'm just saying, there's a reason behind it. You don't do the Outdoor Boys no more.
If I could, in fact, some of the land I could probably save up and just pay it out up front. But I'm like, man, you get your place down there. I found one place that's about 25 miles from a marina on the Tennessee River. And I'm like, damn, that's perfect right there, man. And just homestead a little place.
That's why I said to get a campground and then turn it into a homestead and then move your families into the lots.
Yep.
That way you're all together. That way when shit does fly off, somebody tries to come break in one of your houses or whatever, your neighbors or cousin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. And did you see where they changed the Minnesota flag? That fucking retarded ass governor. Oh yeah, it looks just like the Somali flag, literally.
It's ridiculous. But I always say they always try to divert you away from what they really don't want you to pay attention to.
Yep.
Which is the fraud. Because they're afraid. Everybody's going to say, oh, I ain't paying taxes. Screw this. It's going to be the new Boston Tea Party.
Yeah. I think I said something the other day about, you're going to push these people like us that don't want nothing but to be left alone and have our life. Eventually, they're going to push people like them far enough where they're going to say, okay, I'm done. This is enough. Kind of like the guy knocking the people out the other day. Eventually, it's going to go on a massive scale where people are going to be like, I'm done, man. I'm not playing this shit no more. F all of you.
Yeah, be pissed off because everybody's saying, oh, that's another January 6th, another Trump rally, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. They ain't seen nothing yet. And they better just hope, average people like us don't ever organize and say, okay, let's take our country back. And Katie bar the door. I follow a few vet organizations and stuff, and there's a lot of vets out there that are just on the brink of saying, okay, this is enough.
There's a lot of Masons I follow and I know that are kind of getting sick of it.
Well, see, and I think the average person, just the everyday average guy who goes to work, has a family, doesn't want to be bothered, it's getting to where it's interfering with our lives. Be like, okay, I want my life back.
And that's like, I want to know who decided the retirement age is 60 years old or 62, whatever it is now.
Lisa Elliott, how are you? Hey, Lisa, do you have a Facebook that's Lisa Elliott also? Because I thought I seen someone the other day on there, Lisa Elliott, and I wasn't sure if it was the same person or not. I can't remember if I said something to him or not either because my brain's fried.
Morning, Lisa.
But my brain's messed up, so that's to be expected. What's it doing outside? Heck, it's starting to get daylight.
I'm sorry. Hey, Buggy, I'm sorry. If I'm driving down the road like I am right now and you got a bunch of stupid anti-ice people running out in front of me, I honk the horn and you don't move? That's your fucking fault.
I'll be like, dude, I didn't see him. Hell, I was looking down at my phone. I looked up and there's people. I didn't have time to stop. I didn't know there'd be people out in the road today.
I gave them
Somebody
warning.
said
I honked the horn. Move or be ran over, motherfuckers.
Okay, Lisa, if I see it again, I'll say hi to you. I thought it was you probably, but I wasn't for sure. And I may have thought about saying hi, and I didn't because this, my brain's messed up like that.
Yeah, I listen to that prayer every morning. Normally, it's a little different every morning.
What's that?
That one I send you.
Yeah.
Normally, the first thing I look up when the phone comes on in the morning. Then I turn around and send it to my sister and you.
Oh, wait.
My sister. There's some days you need to hear that, but it's good to hear it every day.
Yeah. Tim Scott put up a couple pretty cool videos recently.
It's always a different view, like a lake view or mountain view or something like that.
How are you doing, lady?
Can you believe it's already the 14th of January?
I'm telling you, dude, this year is going to go so fast. Wait and see. It'll be gone before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What's this lady doing? She's fishing with a piece of fishing line and a hook and some bait. That's cool. And this guy's going to be doing something stupid. An inner tube and a small waterfall. Yeah, I can see this.
I wonder when my good buddy Troy's coming back. Is it the 15th?
Oh, I don't know. Where's that? See, I knew it was going to suck him back in there. I knew it was. You fucking retards. What's this dude doing? Oh, he's just crazy hillbilly kids driving a truck around in the woods. That's cool. I had a friend one time, lived out in the country, had a big field out in front of his house. And he went and got about 6 or 8 junker cars and had a big 4th of July party and had a demolition derby in his yard. And had it not been out in the country, it would have involved the police, but it was actually pretty cool. Nobody got hurt, thank God.
Stupid, ugly Tesla trucks. They're ugly crap.
The heck is it? That's not a hair. There ain't no way.
They already got all the Valentine stuff up at the.
I seen that. I'm like, really?
Oh, Jesus Christ. People are. I'm sorry, I don't. That's a holiday of what? Lust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we got?
I don't really celebrate holidays. Because that's.
I don't celebrate many anymore.
One holiday I do celebrate is the 4th of July because it's Independence Day.
Yep, that's my favorite.
That's not something that was made up or brought through the years of whatever.
Yeah, that'll wreck a motorcycle. You got to be an idiot to do something like that.
I thought that Pay Lake was closed.
Pay Lake was closed?
No, I thought they closed it down permanently, but apparently it's still open. Thing's so ugly. Take it back. Batteries cost more than the damn dumb truck.
Oh yeah, those are the ugliest things I've ever seen, man. You're
Oh,
not
dude,
kidding.
there's a purple one in Chillicothe. That thing is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, that thing is so ugly. And you
Yeah,
make
if
it a
you
purple
yell
so
white,
everybody
you
can
ain't
see
got no
that.
alibi. You're fugly, fugly.
I like the color purple and all, but
I
that thing
just,
looks even uglier purple.
I don't even know what they call a truck. I just don't get it.
Thing's
It is
ugly.
not a truck. It is. I don't know what it is actually.
That thing's ugly as crap too, Lisa, ain't it? Only thing that looks good that's purple, I think, is the what is that Dodge Charger? That looks sweet. Purple.
Mhm.
It's like one of them algorithm things they were showing Chevy Nova redesigned, remastered if it was to come out in 2026. I was like, man, that's sweet. That's my favorite old car right there. That's the Chevy Nova.
Yeah, I like the Chevelle 69, 70 in that range.
I've
Like
always
a
been a
lavender Easter
Nova
egg.
fan though.
It's like a lavender Easter egg. Man, I stopped at Fresh Time and got some tangerines yesterday. I knew they would have bigger ones than like, you know, Walmart and them do. And these things are like awesome. But I can't eat three of them. I know that. In fact, we're going to go get us one and cut it up here directly. Let the skin get
No,
soft.
I'm thinking I might have to go to Sam's Club this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buy in bulk.
I've never
You
been to
know.
places before. Sam's Club or what's the other Costco or whatever. Never been in one.
Yeah, Costco's the other one. Costco's in that movie you love so much, Idiocracy. Remember, that's where they go to try to find the time machine, was in Costco.
Been in, well, the main part is there aren't none around here anywhere. I don't even know where the closest one I know of would be in Indy.
But I don't know what you got over there, Costco or Sam's Club. We got both of them here, but there's not as many Costco's around as Sam's Clubs. Because that's where Walmart gets all their crap from. And Sam's Club, they usually on Sundays have the sample booths. You get the free sample. Yummy, yummy. Go around and eat every little free sample in the store. But who knows if they even do that no more, The way the world is, they might charge you for the sample.
Oh, sure. I forgot. Yes. Yes, that's cool. It's
What's he say? What's on
there.
all to something? It's hard for me to read this crap driving down the road.
It looks cold outside right now.
And then the phone likes to bounce in the phone holder. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's kind of hard to try to focus your eyeballs in on the little chat that.
I'm coming in just a second. I'm getting me a couple.
Oh, you're all right. That's why I hate to say it, but that's why everybody likes Curtis. He reads the chat.
Yep. Where's he at today?
He was asleep when I left. I mean, he was.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
Yeah. He keeps staying up all night. So I told him, I said, you got to fix that before spring, brother.
Yeah.
Because I'm not waiting until 9 o'clock to hit the water anymore.
Oh yeah, no.
I need to be on the water at 9 o'clock.
Be on the water at daylight.
Mm-hmm. I need to be already caught bait by 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Need to be on the water by daylight.
I need to be on the fishing spot by 9 o'clock.
Summertime, 9 o'clock. It's time to go home. Get there about 4:30, just before the sun comes up.
No. In the summertime, 9 o'clock is time to go home because you've been there all night.
Uncle Lou said they had some horrendous smelling crab something sample here Sunday. Didn't see anyone grabbing it.
Yeah. I know one person that would. His name's Ernie Brown.
Oh wow! So they have samples there too. Huh? I've never, like I said, I've never been in one, so I don't know anything about them.
I've never been in a Costco, but we have a couple of them around here.
I think we have Sam's Club and everything. You know, there's a Sam's Club and a Costco in Indy. I know. I just don't know where they're at. Or I know where the Costco is.
I know your membership.
Have an IKEA store in Indy now.
Your membership for Costco is, I guess, a little expensive.
Yeah, that's what I don't. Yeah, the membership part is probably what's kept me from ever going to one.
Yeah, my brother's had the Sam's Club membership forever, and then I have the secondary card, so I can get in and out of there.
Yeah. Now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy in bulk stuff that has long shelf life, you know.
Canned corn?
Huh? Canned corn?
Canned corn?
Yep.
Noodles? Any kind of noodles?
Oats.
Baked beans? Any canned goods, most likely.
Yeah. That's what I would have.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a cereal person, but
I don't know what their shelf life is, but
canned goods, yeah, a lot of them canned goods, theirs last a good long time.
Yeah. I've been watching some stuff on.
Well, but when you live with a fat brother like mine and a mom, I mean, that lasts.
Yeah. What else would you be doing?
Mm-hmm. But I still want to mess with him one day and be able to take some carrots and turn them into like little balls and then dip them in chocolate and then put the little M on there and reseal the baggie when we're live out fishing. Be like, hey, I bought you some M&Ms. Give him them. Let him pop them on live. Oh man, the camera and the sound would be muted immediately. You son of a!
Oh, that's hilarious. Now I do have some food and stuff, you know, set back for shit hit the fan kind of stuff.
Yeah, as long as they're bread and butter pickles, Uncle Lou. And then I don't eat them like that.
Large pickles. Get you some of them pickled eggs too while you're at it. They sit on the bar in the jar for a decade or so.
No, I'm good on that. I'm not big on eggs.
Oh yeah, I love eggs.
Bojangles.
I don't eat enough of them.
I'm gonna have to stop there one day.
Yeah.
Never had it.
Me neither. What am I talking about? I haven't eaten out. I don't know how long. Well, I don't know. Oh, my teeth were okay. They weren't great, but they were okay. And then I started taking Suboxone for when I was addicted, and all of a sudden my teeth started getting bad, like really fast, actually, you know, in less than a year's time. And I asked my doctor about it. I said, "Hey, have you heard anyone say anything about, you know, holding these Suboxone pills in your mouth and it messing with your teeth or anything?" "No, I haven't heard that." And I was like, "Okay." I said, "I just wondered." I said, "It just seems weird." Last year, I read a story that there's a class action lawsuit against the Suboxone people for messing your teeth up. I'm like, damn,
I can tell you what
"Man,
mine
I knew
are.
that's what that was."
It's all the Mountain Dew
Well,
that I drink.
I knew it was. No, I mean, but this happened like pretty quick, you know, in a matter of less than 6 or 8 months. And I was like, and the only change I'd actually made in my life that I could think of was the Suboxone stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I actually ended up screenshotting the article when I was in seeing my doctor one time. I showed it to her. I said, "Remember years back I asked you about Suboxone and teeth?" I said, "Look at this right here." I said, "I was right." She's like, "Oh my God, you were, weren't you?" I was like, I knew something was going on.
Try to cut back on the Mountain Dew. All the bread intake, trying to cut back on that.
I'm on an orange diet.
Vitamin C is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So is vitamin D.
Well, the other part you don't
Get
think
that
about,
get that from the sun. So stop being a vampire and go out in the daylight.
oranges have a lot of fiber in them too. People don't think about.
Yeah.
Yep. And I can tell the difference. I wonder if I got any emails.
That's like one of my stops, Ed's. There's an apple farm down here. You do too, Mark. You drink vitamin D milk too. I mean, you paint your fingernails just like your quarterback. He's got little catfish and crappie fake fingernails. He press on, was it Lee's press on nails? He's got catfish and crappie press on nails. You can get those. You can get those at catfishandcrappie.com. Along with the what was that you were trying to sell? The thong underwear. Don't start with me, Mark.
Oh man, I really need to get exercise, man. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, everybody needs to exercise.
Yeah.
You need to exercise physically. Then you need to exercise your rights, because these taxes are getting extreme.
Well, and that's what I was talking about with all the money that was supposedly defrauded or whatever.
Morning, cowboy.
When you're talking billions of dollars, you're talking a lot of hours that American citizens worked to pay that tax. And that's the part that makes me mad, man. Is, hey, you know, wait a minute.
Morning, cowboy.
There we go. It just, I don't know, it just rubs me so wrong, man.
Yep, it really upsets me when I see all this fraud and sending money over to other countries. Oh yeah, I think Vance put up a bid on Greenland, $7 trillion or $700 trillion.
Leave that shit alone. We don't need that stuff. Vitamin
well, half of it ain't even lived on, or more than half of it. So I don't
know. Eric likes the D. They said the vitamin D.
Yeah, I'm out in the sunlight. That's where That's where you get your vitamin D is from the sunlight.
I got one of them light things from the VA. It's like, I don't know, 2 feet tall, maybe, shaped like a triangle. And
And
you
that's
turn it
like
on.
the assistant manager. She's like, "Oh, you need to sleep with the red light on." I'm like, "What the hell? This ain't a brothel house."
No, I got that red light therapy goggle things for mom for your eyesight.
Yeah,
What, last year, and now all of a sudden the red light cures everything now.
yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. It helps mom's eyes, but you can't
I
buy the
mean,
glasses here in the States. I got hearing aids here that were dad's, cost $2,000. I'm like, Mom, you should try those. And I should have went with Dad when we went. The dude upsold him on these fucking hearing aids. They got works with an app on your phone and all kinds of crap. I should have known better. I should have went with him, and I just said, no, he doesn't need none of that. All he needs is a hearing aid he can turn on and off. And then he never wore them anyway. But if I could get Mom to wear them, then the TV wouldn't be so loud all the time. Man, them frozen oranges are the greatest. I highly recommend, or tangerines. I highly recommend you try it. You freeze them, and when you take it out of the freezer, you run warm water on it to make the skin a little softer, and then I cut them in quarters. And then you just peel the skin off. I can't wait to try it in the summer when it's hot. I think it'll be good. I remember when I'd race dirt bikes, I'd have grapes in my cooler for afterwards, green grapes. And after I'd get done racing or whatever, I would, after I got cooled down, everything, I would eat some of them really cold green grapes, and it always seemed to bring my core temperature down. It could have been in my head, mind you, but it didn't feel like it was. Oh, shoot. I got to look at the calendar. I think I was supposed to pay my freaking storage. And if I was, I got a late fee now. But please tell me it wasn't due this month. Nope. Okay, it's due the 1st of February. Nice. Yeah, Catfish Cowboy. Tangerines. Oranges don't work real well. You got to do tangerines or clementines, whatever they call them. But
talking about paying bills, my older brother, not Curtis, my other one, taught me a very good lesson on paying bills. If you got a bill and say it's not an even number, say it's like 284 or something like that, and then you pay 290,
yep,
or 300,
yep,
that adds up in the long run. And then 1 month or something when you're struggling, you got, or something pops up, you
got a little credit build up. Yep.
Snow squall. Looks like that's what I'm driving into.
I think it's going to be sunny today.
No, we're getting snow squalls from Lake Michigan.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be sunny today. And with that little bit of snow on the ground, it's going to be bright as all get out. Or I need to end this about 8:30 or so, I reckon, so I can get busy working. I don't even know when this report's due that I sent
Do what
yesterday.
you got to do, buddy.
I got to give props to one of my lenders.
Just don't stand out in front of an ICE officer's vehicle.
Easy Street or something like that. I done 2 appraisals for him, and usually it's 2 weeks to 30 days before you get paid for the appraisal. But last month, and I don't know if it was just because they were trying to get everything cleared up for the end of the year or whatever, but I'd done 2 appraisals and they paid them like 3 or 4 days later. So things were getting a little tight. I sent an email to them and asked them so I could plan what how to budget money for the next week and a half or so. And I just asked them, is this something that, you guys are doing now, or was it just to clean up the end of the year stuff? Because Mom, I forgot all about it, but with her Medicaid and stuff, her medicine, until the deductibles met or something, it's like almost full price. And that's a lot of money, actually. And I told
You
him
ever
that.
look up, what the
I
crap
use
is it? RX?
Yeah, I use that. In fact, I got it on the books at the drugstore. But I came home yesterday evening and the paychecks were sent through. I sent her an email and thanked her a lot. I said, man, thank you so much. You have no idea. But I need to sit down and figure out, on the average, $425 in appraisal, and how many appraisals I can do before I reach $22,000.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And then that way I'll know. And what I think I'll do is try to spread them out where I can do a couple a month after my Social Security starts. And then just turn a bunch of them down. And
The thing that bothers me about that whole process is, how do they expect you to live on that? You know what I mean?
Oh, they don't. It's not supposed to be a retirement. It's supposed to be supplemental income. But unfortunately, sometimes life happens and you end up without retirement. Okay, 24,000 divided by.
Hey, what's up, Uncle B?
Damn, I could do 56 appraisals.
Brian,
That's 4.
just wait until April. You're gonna pay for that.
4 and it says 4.7, so I could do 4 appraisals a month throughout the whole year and not run over the amount. That'd be cool. So 425 times 4, that ain't bad. Make a pretty good income. That's just doing 1 appraisal a week. Actually, I can do that.
Did you see Mouse Island's for sale, Buggy?
Mouse Island, never heard of it.
It's up in northern Ohio. It's one of the islands out there.
In Lake Erie?
Yep, Lake Erie.
Really?
Yeah. I know me or you ain't got the money to buy something like that.
No,
but it would kind of be pretty sweet, but
yeah.
But I think it would be pretty crappy in the winter time, though.
Well, you just have to prepare for it and have everything stocked up and just be resounded to the fact that when winter happens, you're done. You might as well just kind of like in The Shining where you hung around in the hotel all winter.
Nah, that's when you have another property in Florida. Go down there and bother John.
Yeah.
I think that's what my neighbors next to me, but the ones next to him, they're elderly. I think they leave for Florida every year when it starts getting colder or wherever, somewhere south. They'll hook up their RV. They'll hook up their RV camper and be gone. You won't see them till springtime.
Guy across the road.
You'll see their son. You'll see their son or their daughter come over all the time, getting the mail and doing whatever. But you don't see the
The guy
The old
across the
lady
road
and the old
from me
man.
does that, and the leaf guy came the other day and blew all the leaves and bagged them up and shit. But yeah, he took off. God, it was before Thanksgiving, I think. And he will not come back until there is no more chance of snow.
There ain't even nothing built on that island. It's just a bunch of trees. Just a blank island.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be kind of cool, though, own your own island.
Yep. I mean, you could create a water filtration system, so you would have water. And I wonder how big it is.
I can't remember. It's on Realtor.com. I know that. They were talking about it on the news. So I'm like, what the crap? It's called Mouse Island. I'm like, crap.
Yep. There's what I was looking for.
Now, just imagine how many channel cats you could catch up there. You know what I'm saying? Or muskies and stuff like that.
Yep. All right, what's the due date on this? Due the 20th. What's the date today?
Hey, cloud guy.
Yeah, probably ought to get my
But
calendar.
it's about time for a smoke break.
Yeah.
I've been trying to cut back on them, but when you got people like Brian B and Uncle Lou and Curtis, yeah, stress you out a little bit, so you want to light a cigarette up.
I can see that. Trying to figure out where your life went wrong and how you can get away from them.
I want to do a poll. I wish I knew how to do that on my thing. How many piggy patties do you think Troy's had this week?
I don't even know what that is.
It's Guy Fieri's restaurant on the they're on the Carnival cruises.
Oh, he on the cruise, is he?
Yeah, Troy's left Monday.
That's cool.
Yep.
I
told Uncle Lou and Curtis. I told Uncle Lou, Curtis, and Brian, and I said, I wonder if when he went to get on the boat, if he got to the port and seen me and Curtis say, "Hey, buddy,"
we decided to take the same cruise, man.
Yeah.
We got lucky. Got the last one we had available. It's right next to you.
Uncle Lou said he'd run you boys over.
Yep. We got the same. We got a room right next to you. They're adjoining. If you want to, unlock the door on your side. Oh, shit, man. What time? Oh, hell, it's after 8. We'll be ending here for long. I'm going to get busy today. I sent them a message, I thought. Oh, yeah, there it is. Me and my clients are going the way of FHA and HUD and accepting MLS photos. Do you accept MLS photos? Please let me know as soon as you can. I may be able to get this out tomorrow, depending on the weather. We're having the high winds and snow right now, and I don't play in the snow and high winds. It's the best part about being your own boss. You can determine when you're going to work and when you're not. And it's 18 degrees. There's a good chance I don't leave this house today. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Something.
If I didn't have bills to pay, I wouldn't leave my house either. Bills ain't gonna pay themselves.
Yeah, well, I was just blessed to get the profession that I did. I mean, I owe my brother for that 100%. And I was really blessed, actually, beyond what I deserved, probably, I'd say. Because I'm not going to lie, it's been pretty decent working for you for the 5 years.
Yeah, my assistant manager said I can't wear my hat no more.
Which one?
The one that says "fuck around and find out."
Oh yeah, that's probably a bad idea. The company truck.
Then she's like, "Well, I don't know if it'd be all right for you to wear your Trump hat either." I said, "Well, I can tell you right now, you're not going to tell me I can't wear that. There's nothing offensive about that. If you're offended by Trump, well, you need to go to Canada or Mexico."
Yeah. I'd look at it and say, now what if I wear a hat in here that says Hillary Clinton for president? I'll bet you accept that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I sure am praying we win the next presidential election.
Mm-hmm. Vance, and then Rubio or Rabio or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he'd make a
And
good
him for it.
Vance, and then let him move into president.
That's probably. I wonder who Vance is going to pick as his VP though.
That would give us what, 16 years? That'd be about enough to maybe get rid of all these lunatics. Make them all mad enough to leave the country.
It thinks it's all right to disobey the law.
Yep.
My thing on it is, hey, he's a law officer. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
Listen to the guy. He has all rights to shoot your ass.
You know, that's what I tell young people. It's like, dude, man, don't cock off to the cop. Make sure you're filming everything and then settle it in court later.
Mm-hmm.
On the side of the road when he has a gun is not the time to be trying to determine.
I'm sure. What's Mark talking about?
I don't know, man. Look, wear your rainbow hat.
I don't have no rainbow hat.
Mark, he wore that out from supporting it for so long. I'm sure he has a closet full of them.
No, most of my hats are Buckeye hats.
He wears it with a bag on it.
No, I don't have no rainbow hats. Mark's probably got one with the Chicago Bear on it. Mark might be selling catfish and crappie rainbow hats on his catfish and crappie.
Fight the good fight, everybody.
Yeah, paint your fingernails. Put your catfish and crappie pressed on fingernails on.
Yeah. Rainbow bell bottoms. I thought about trying to start a campaign, take back the rainbow for Christians. Hey man, they hijacked our rainbow.
I do like I seen a meme the other day or a post of somebody said that let's take away Gay Pride Month and let's make it a Veteran Pride Month. I was like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
Let's celebrate our veterans instead of celebrating a bunch of gay people. I mean,
like I said the other day, so they bring in these immigrants and they start these programs to house and feed them, educate them, and give them medical stuff. But yet they look at the Department of Veteran Affairs. Oh, we don't have the money to cure your vet homeless problem. Really? But you had $1 billion for some people that aren't even fucking citizens. I see how that works. It makes me mad. Leave pressure on nails. Yeah, he could wear his booty shorts, and that's a visual I really don't need.
Mark wearing his booty shorts? Yeah, I don't need that visual.
But that's what gets me. Somehow they can come up with the money to do all that, billions of dollars to take care of other people. And leave our pets sitting on the street, hungry, homeless, addicted to the drugs they fed them while they were in the military, while they were sending them overseas for multiple freaking tours.
That's why you never see Mark's legs when he's on that Panfish Nation. You don't want to show you his booty shorts he's got on.
But yeah, just when I think of it in those terms, one of them $8 billion that they stole would house every homeless vet in the country, would buy them a house. Plus provide their treatment and everything else, I just, it drives me nuts, man. Priority, priority, priority. And if you take all the programs they have for immigrants, if you were to take all them and eliminate them and put that money towards our debt or else cut taxes, it'd be much better for the American people.
They don't want to do that. They want to look out for them, not our own.
I'm with you, Mark. I took a
What?
couple of days off, and I'll probably take a couple more.
Mark's leaving. He's got to go check his booty shorts. They're riding up on him.
All right, Mark, you still hunting? I hope you get a deer.
I don't even have. Well, I do have suspenders, but they're black.
And not frostbite. Wait, I got some rainbow suspenders. No, I don't. I do have some suspenders though, because I'm so fat. If I don't wear them very often. But
no, I don't wear them at all.
Well, I'll wear them depending on what I'm doing. If I'm gonna be out in the cold, say I got a pair of long johns on, a pair of jeans, and a long sleeve t-shirt or something, I'm gonna have to have the suspenders to help hold my pants up. Or else put a belt on that's too tight. Surprise! Sun's coming up. It's already started its way back towards the other way now. Let's see. Oh, I'd say a month and a half it'll be past the trees where we can actually watch it come up.
I don't think we're going to get any sunshine today. It's probably cloudy and then snow squalls.
Other morning, little guy was sitting there at the door, back door. Every now and then he'd bark. And I'd look around and I don't see nothing, buddy. And I had to be looking out there when he done it one time, and there was a car way across the cornfield. There's a road, and you can see the cars go by. And like the school bus or a big truck, he barks at them because he can see them. I'm like, you been barking at the damn cars all the way over there? You got to be kidding me. All this time I thought there was something outside. Butters don't like the treats I got right now. So he comes over and hits the door, and I'll grab one and take it over and try to give it to him, and he'll sniff it, look up at me like, really, dude? And turn around and walk away. And I'm like, okay, that's all there is, man. Sorry. I ain't buying no more of that other stuff. Milk bone, dog bones. That's it. $7.20 there. 8.20 here. I reckon I'll probably end this at 8:30. I don't know why. I just decided, well, I got up and I was awake. But like 5, I think it was 10 to 5 or something. Well, I reckon I can go ahead and do a live. And
You still paying for StreamYard?
oh, you weren't in here. Nope, I canceled it.
Oh,
No, they raised it up to 44, and I canceled it again. And that's, they ask you questions when you're canceling. Can you let us know why you were canceling? Blah, blah, blah. And I wrote, because you guys' price is too damn high.
yeah. $20. That's what it should be.
What's that?
$20. That's what it should be.
Yeah, 20, 25. I can go 25 even, but not 40. And I can see it if a guy's making money off his channel or something, then yeah, I can see that. But I don't make money.
No.
And I don't care. It's fine. I wouldn't pay for this junky thing anyway. It's not really a show. It's just people sitting around talking.
Sitting around bullshitting.
Yeah.
Why people?
Harbor Freight. Early access to our parking lot sale. You ain't have no parking lot sale here. You got to be kidding me. It's way too cold for that. Let's see where it's at.
I know my state's hiring O&DR officers. I think that would be a cool gig.
What's that?
O&DR officer.
Man, I don't know. You got to put up with a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I watched one yesterday. This DNR guy, I forget what state he was in or whatever, but he pulled down this lane, the river, kind of like the river around here. It's not real deep or whatever. And these 4 Mexican guys were cast netting fish. And 2 of them took off running when he pulled up there. The other 2 were still around. And the cop or the DNR guy was pretty cool. They always do the I can't speak English shit, but one of the guys could, so he used him as an interpreter. And told him, said, you better tell your people, yell back, tell them 2 guys run off in the woods to come back up here and bring their bucket with them. They had over 1,000 fish, from chubs, bluegill, suckers, you name it. They were in these buckets. They weren't big, but naturally they were like, oh no, it's not ours. No, dude, those were just here, blah blah. Like, man, dude, come on, guy. And he even told me, he said, guys, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm easy to get along with. Stop bullshitting me, okay? I've been doing this a long time. And he told me, I'm not gonna take nobody to jail as long as you're honest with me. And he just told me that you can't take that many fish. It's against the rules. I mean, and I understand they probably eaten all of them. There was a group of Mexican people that Shackamack, me and Dad were cleaning fish one day. And we were throwing the carcasses in the grinder, the fish cleaning station. And the lady said, you aren't going to keep those? And I'm like, no. I said, not the carcass with the head and can I have them? Oh, sure. They literally used every single piece of the fish for something. That bucket they were putting all, the heads and carcasses or whatever you want to call them in. And she said they used them for stock for soup, broth, or whatever. I'm like, huh. My dad's brother, his wife, her dad was Filipino, and she had really great
Why are
skin.
we going 45 and a 70?
Because it's look at the conditions you're under. You have to adapt for the environment that you're in. But Johnny,
Yeah,
when he
but
had
yeah,
fish, he used every single part of them too.
yeah, Ernie, that's where I'm at.
I can't
Just
believe
south of Chillicothe.
35's 4 lanes now.
It's gonna make my day longer.
Yeah, you ain't nothing else to do.
Yeah, huh? Sleep.
Nah. Sleep is overrated.
I like it though,
Yeah, me too. I won't lie. I'm a fan.
especially when it looks like this outside. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't. I'd rather stay in my nice warm covers.
That's how
And be a, as Uncle Lou says, be a pillow princess. That one semi's like, screw it. He jumped over another lane. He's flying down.
If I remember.
Yep, we'll see him. We'll see him jackknifed in a little bit.
Yep. I got up yesterday about 5 a.m. Let the dog out. They come back in, and I'm like, man, it was like that here yesterday, that gray and crap. I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going back
That's
to
like
bed.
they just gave us all first aid kits to put in our truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, where's the blanket? They're like, what do you mean? I said, we're supposed to have a blanket in our first aid kit nowadays. What do you need a blanket for? What if it's cold?
Yeah, well, if I break down, I need to stay, and I'm going to be stuck in my truck for a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yesterday, so I let the dogs out, come back in. It was early, it's still dark. I looked at little guy and said, you want to go back to bed? His head popped up. I said, come on. We both went back to bed and didn't get up till 8:30.
Crap, the road's closed up here for some reason. I wonder why.
A wreck, maybe?
Probably.
Yeah,
Like that semi that just went flying by.
exactly. Exactly.
That sucks.
I really shouldn't be looking at the Harbor Freight web page, man. That's a bad idea.
I need to go get me some more deer corn. I gotta go to Tractor Supply and get that.
For what?
The deer. I like feeding my deer. I like looking at them out the back window.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I didn't know you. You lived
I've
in
been
the city.
putting Ed, the guy at one of my stops at Ed's, he's got an apple farm. Well, there's apple farmers that come to him. He got 2 pallets full of apples. So every time I go there, he take a couple bags. So I've been taking bags, and I put them by the back door of the apples. I put them by the back door to take them out back, and my mom's been eating them. And she's like, oh, what's going to do with apples? I said, yeah, they're apples. You can eat them. I don't care, but I usually feed them to the deer.
Yep.
And then you go out there to fill it up, and you see it. You can tell the deer's eating them. You can see a big old deer, deer chunk bite mark out of it.
Say, unless you want to make an apple pie, then by all means, take all you need to do that. Hey, Battlefield, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Battlefield. Here comes another truck flying by.
Yep, I'll get plenty of sleep.
Idiots. He's all over the road, too.
Yeah, I used to think that way, Battlefield, till I got old. Now I got nowhere to be in the rest of my life to get there.
And the snow's flying, too. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry to get on the side of the road. You just about hit me.
Who's that?
Idiot! Stupid idiot in a FedEx truck.
Yeah, you want
He just
FedEx to
about
hit
pitted
you,
me.
man. You
He
want
just
him to
about
hit
pitted
you.
me.
You want him to do
No.
that because that's a big company. They'll settle out of court.
I don't want to be hit.
Go away. I'm hurt. Don't touch me.
Stupid people, man.
They get an angle grinder at Harbor Freight for $34, right? I bought one of them about 20 years ago, and I've used the heck out of it, and it still works. And it even came with extra magnets that you could replace for the brushes on the inside. You just undo a screw and they pop out with a spring, and you put the new ones in. I haven't even had to use that yet. So it was, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm out here industrial. I use it for like when I got to take tires and stuff off. It's the best. You just whack, 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 and I play NASCAR when I'm doing it. And think, man, I wish I had one of them NASCAR lug wrenches. Big aluminum scoop shovel. I could probably use one of them instead of the messed up no shovel I got.
Oh yeah, I bet, Ernie. Especially right in here where the hills. But like I said, they said 35's closed up here somewhere. That's what it
Who
says on my
said that?
GPS. What it says on my GPS.
Oh yeah. I need to get one of them cameras for the front for the door. And
Ring camera?
Yeah, like the Ring cameras are kind of salty though. I don't want nothing that got to pay a subscription for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mom wants me to. I need to get Mom the I've fallen and I can't get up thing. And I called him and talked to him. It's $65 a month for that service.
Jeez.
That's after you buy the stuff, And I'm like, well, and I need to do it that way. Like she said, you can take off and go fishing more and stuff. Because if I have that, if something happens, all I got to do is push the button. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but I don't see paying $60 a month for something you might not never need. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know. But like the guy explained to me, but yeah, if you ever do need it, just think how good it is to have. That 60-some dollars a month worth every penny if it saves someone's life. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I can't argue with common sense.
I have to say, the roads might look nasty, but it sure does look beautiful out here. Snow cover and everything.
Yeah. I need to get me some new utility blades for my knife that I use to open the salt bags to dump in the water softener. I had to stop and buy them yesterday, $100. But now that I got the garage almost straightened out all the way, I got somewhere to put them, so I bought 8 of them. And it's going to take 3. I put 2 in yesterday, and it almost filled it up. It can hold 1 more, I'm pretty sure. So we'll check it out, see what happens. I was busy yesterday, come think of it. Oh, shoot, I know what I got to do. I got to go get Mom's medicine. Shit. I guess I am leaving the house today.
Damn it. Yeah, but you got a remote starter, don't you, for the Buick?
Yep. Yes, I do.
That's about the only good thing about that car, huh?
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day when I was driving it. I was thinking, man, I'll trade this for something. I seen the car look just like, it was actually a hybrid too, just like my Ford Escape. I was like, oh man. I liked that little car. I'm not gonna lie, man. A little SUV. It wasn't fancy and nothing, but it sure was nice. 31 miles a gallon.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the 19 I'm getting now. Which I mean, I'll need that vehicle, to pull a boat with anyway. I'm not real sure I could have pulled a boat with my Escape. To be honest with you.
Normally tells you your towing capacity in the door.
Do I?
Your vehicles normally show you your towing capacity in the door.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not worried about the towing capacity. I worry about the ability to come up the boat ramp. You want to go out, buddy? Huh? Did you wake up? Well, come on. I let you. Yeah, I know. I didn't come in there and go back to bed with you today, did I? You don't want to go out yet? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like they got more snow up in this area.
Yeah, looks like it. You get a big old stretch, didn't you, buddy? Huh? There's a bone right there on the floor. You better get that before Tilly does.
Trying to tell me to turn up here. I ain't doing that. I ain't turning on no dang back road.
You might have to if the road's closed. You might end up
No, I won't. I'll sit there at that spot that's closed until they open it.
There you go. Paid by the hour.
Paid by the hour. That's right.
I'll be like, how the fuck was I supposed to know the road was closed?
Yeah, I'm not taking no back road. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, no way. Ain't no way I'm turning down that road.
Nope. You know what I need? You like the
here comes the semi being in a hurry.
I need to get an adapter for a battery operated impact wrench. It's got like the socket end on it. I need to get an adapter for where you can do screws and stuff, not just bolts. And I think I got the wrong size, to be honest with you. Pretty sure I did. This has got a 1/2 inch, I think. Let's see. 170 foot torque pounds. Cordless impact wrench.
And that's the reason right there is the reason why there's more accidents, because you impatient mother. I'm so impatient. I got to get going.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I got it on clearance, really cheap, so we'll see how long it lasts. 2.0 amp hour lithium ion battery, so it mean tell me it'll run 2 hours, huh? I'm like,
I can't get over because of stupid semis.
Nice variable speed. Cool. That's cool, man. But you got the wrong one. You got the 1/2 inch. I think I wanted the smaller one. We'll see. I'll get an adapter. Yes.
Ruh-roh.
Things slowing down, are they?
Looks like they're about to be at a stop.
I almost got hit by a Pepsi truck one time, and to this day, I still kick myself in the butt for speeding up and getting out of the way. I should have just stayed where I was at and let him hit me. There's a Pepsi truck, man. Kitty cat, that's not for you. Go on. It ain't for you. Not everything I get is for you and the little dog, just so y'all understand what I'm saying here.
And there goes another impatient FedEx driver. Then he'll be
Yep.
cutting back over in this lane.
Yep. Now, I get places like I never leave enough room for anybody to get over. That way, them ones coming up the other side, they're just gonna have to wait.
Yep. The sucky part about this is the stupid camera watching me. If it wasn't, I'd light up a cigarette.
Yep, that's the key right there, Rustic. It's like with a four-wheel drive. Well, yeah, you can accelerate fine with that four-wheel drive, but you can't stop no better than anybody else. Like my favorite saying, the life you save might be mine. Oh, yeah, I guess that's how it goes. Belt clip, it says. We'll see. All green lights. Means it's still good to go. I wanna go fishing.
Not in this weather, you don't.
You gotta go
Not unless you got a shanty.
Come on,
Go ice
kid.
fishing.
Wipe your eyes off. There you go. You got pookie eyes. No, I'm gonna go south and go fishing. You going too, little guy? Here, I'll hold your bone for you. Hand it to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind fishing in one of those shanties.
Woo! Yeah, it's 18 degrees out there. I ain't lying. I don't think the wind's blowing too bad though. Not like yesterday evening, man. I come out of the store, Fresh Time or whatever, and I'm like, geez, ooh, I about got blowed over. It was blowing so hard.
Somebody went off road over here.
Yep. That's what Google Maps was telling you about.
Yeah, it looks like they got about 2 inches down here.
Yeah, that's what we got here. According to the super accurate weather certified railing on the deck, says about 2 inches. I had to get that certified by the National Weather Association people, though. You know, I always wanted, when I was doing stuff in the garage all the time, was one of those auto darkening welding helmets. That would have been so nice to have. What up, Coach? What up, Coach?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How you doing?
Good morning, Steve Adams. I was wondering about you if you was all right, buddy.
Yeah, trying to make it through this cold spell. It ain't as cold as it is up there, but it's too cold for us.
Yeah, it's 18 here. You want to trade?
I don't know what it is here. It's cold and snowing. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, it looks cold. My feet started getting cold when I brought that picture up.
When you just looked at the feet, I want to say it's definitely cold. It's 18 degrees and snow on the ground. At least that wind laid down. It was howling yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Come on a little bit.
I think it's 27 here.
In the way right now. It's cold. Yes, I got your bone right over here. Hold on. I told you I wouldn't let the cat get it. There you go. He cracks me up, man. He buries and hides them bones all over the house. You'll pick up a blanket or something and, you know, to shake it out, to throw it on the bed or something, and the bone will fall out of it. Most of them are underneath my pillows. 6 by 8 foot fiberglass welding blanket.
That dog got too good a life.
Yeah, I don't spoil them, that's for sure. They're my buddies though, man.
What's Roosnick doing?
Little guy's my buddy. He sleeps in my bed and stuff. He's cool. In fact, he'll come in here and look at me about 10 o'clock. He'll stand there at the side of the desk and look at me like, dude, it's time to go to bed. I'm like, well, not yet. And then he'll get mad and eventually he'll turn around and walk away and I'll go in there. He'll be in bed. But I got to turn the TV on for him. No noise, just the light from the TV. Let's see. Shop
Hey,
by
hey,
Park
hey, Eric,
Tools.
What's up?
did can't think of his name now. Catfish. That boy, dog. What's his name?
J Dog.
J Dog. Did he catch any fish yesterday?
Probably not. I don't know.
Hey, on it, bro. I watched
He's
him.
a skunk.
I watched him
He's
for
a he's a fishing skunk master.
well, I watched him for a long time, and I didn't. He wasn't doing any good.
Yeah, I didn't know it was live.
He fishing on some kind of little river up there. Must have been the Licking or something. It's a small river.
Yeah, it's a licking then. Yeah.
Hey, on it, bro.
That's a pretty good river, that Licking River is, man.
We got 3 or 4 like that here, but I don't ever get to go to it. The boat ramps are so limited.
She'll be in a minute. Hold on. Here she comes. See, you can quit worrying. Where'd your bone go? You better pick that bone up before the cat gets in here. There you go. Cat'll whoop your ass. Come on, Gil. Go, Poopy. Feel better? I always do. I suppose you want a treat now, don't you? Come on. You go out potty, you get a treat for that every time. Yes, you will. Your ears is cold there, buddy. You got some cold ears. That's warm in my voice. How's that better? All right.
That dog leads a better life than I do.
Right here. Look what you got. Huh? There's 3 up. See that? Look right there. Better go get those while I use the bathroom. Better get them while I use the bathroom real quick. I gotta go pee. You better go get that food, Till, before the cat does.
Hey, Brown, I saw you had a buck in the dough last night. Sometime. Eating corn. I still think you ought to put out some sour corn and maybe get one of your neighbor's pigs. Increase your chance.
I don't think we have a pig wild boar population up here.
I ain't talking about a wild one. I'm talking about one of his neighbor's pigs that gets out of the pen every once in a while.
No.
Because they'll sure come that sour corn. They'll never know what happened to that pig. And they'll be through eating him before the fella ever realizes he's gone. You saying hogs, I'm saying pigs, man. You can get a pet pig. Pet pigs eat good too, buddy. One of them, what they call them things, got the short legs and big round body. Pygmies.
Potbelly pig?
Potbelly, yeah, they get out and they'll come to that sour corn too. And chickens and ducks and everything. You have a whole buffet right there in your backyard one morning.
You know, my deer like apples.
Ernie says they don't eat his apples.
Ernie's not that far away from me, and they be out back eating the apples I put in the bucket. Trust me, you can see their bite marks in it.
I don't know if Ernie knows what a deer looks like.
What are you talking about? Me? Ernie or Ernie?
Ernie.
Yeah.
Cause I never knew a deer didn't eat apples. He says them up there don't eat them. They're on his place.
And he's only like 45 minutes from me, though.
And he got his own apple trees, the way I understand it.
Yeah, he does. I said they eat the apples in my house. They eat the peaches too. And that other tree, that mulberry tree, they like it too.
Strawberries, they'll eat any watermelon. Down here's watermelon. So we
They'll
don't
eat anything they can get their mouth on. They'll eat it.
Steve said, Ernie says, I have apple trees, but I put them out. They don't touch them. We used to get the little town I'm from. We had 2 or 3 grocery stores. We used to get all the leftover produce that they had and pour it in the woods in the pile. Start in the summertime. It's a place we could drive up to without having to walk too far. And then sit in the truck and shoot them out of the truck through the window, out the window. So they come to that pile of vegetables pretty
Yeah,
regular.
but wouldn't it? Because the way Ernie's fireplace goes with the smoke, wouldn't that affect the deer though too? For coming up,
I don't
smelling the
know.
burnt wood.
Not if it's pretty regular, because they get used to it. Just like cigarettes and hunting. You know, back in the day when everybody smoked, they'd say, you know, do your clothes, do your clothes, do your clothes. Get that odor off of them. But heck, if everybody smokes, it's a smell they're used to, so it don't make no difference.
Mm. Looks like my dad used to preach by it. He'd go out there and burn a doobie, and then a deer would come up. He's like, that deer wanted to hit that doobie, so
That's
I hit
right.
him.
There you go.
That's another plant you can't plant out in my backyard or field. They'll eat that crap up quicker than anything.
That may be what's happening to Ernie's deer. They eating it somewhere and can't find their way back
Yeah.
to the corn pile. Because you know Ernie's raising it somewhere out there. You can tell the way he acts. You can tell the way Ernie acts. He smokes it all the time.
My thing is, like I told Ernie before, ain't no ODNR doing a time of death, a biopsy on no deer.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing y'all worry about is your neighbors calling on you.
You go to shooting the pigs and chickens and things, they'll probably do it too. I think Ernie's a serial killer on top of smoking dope all the time. And I'm giving Ernie a rough time this morning.
I'm so tired of having the sink dripping water,
Give
man.
me dirty look. Give you the finger.
You're in the wrong lane, boy.
That's the fast lane. I ain't in the wrong lane. I ain't in no hurry. Doing Bugman speed.
You better watch out. This one's going to back up on you.
Nah.
Must be a car up in the ditch up here somewhere.
I think it's the whole road blocked off both sides. I think it's a jackknife semi, probably. These semi drivers, they don't give a crap anymore, and then they got that towel on their head, so they don't know where they're going. And then you can't understand what they're saying. They're going. Man, it looks like they're turning everybody around, to be honest.
Well, don't show nothing bad now. If it's a bad wreck, I don't want to see it, boy.
I don't think we're nowhere near it, to be honest. It's up a ways.
Yeah, Ernie, if I don't know it, hell, it ain't worth knowing, boy. When did the Eagles play again?
They lost. I was so happy about it. They lost to San Francisco.
I watched it.
Brian was cussing me out because I was rooting for his team during the game. As Curtis says, I'm bad luck Chuck because I was rooting for the school. Well, I wasn't rooting for. I was actually rooting for the Texans because of C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, I watched it. I knew he was sitting there suffering, boy.
I can't believe 9 head coaching jobs are open. That's nuts.
They're
It's
gonna have
only
to dip. They're gonna have to dip into the college ranks, ain't they?
yeah, they're going to be promoting offensive coordinators and defense coordinators. But 9, I didn't think 9 was going to be the number of head coaching jobs open.
On the hot seat.
Yeah, what makes me more mad about it than anything is ain't none of these teams interviewed John Gruden. I don't understand it. Something he did 20 years ago, you want to come back at him?
What did he do 20 years ago? I knew it was really.
He made a racial comment like Hulk Hogan.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That'll get you put out pretty quick nowadays.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised Buggy's even allowed on YouTube. All the stuff he says.
I knew there was a reason he wasn't coaching, but I didn't know what it was.
Why he ain't been live? I'll tell you backstage one day.
We finally got our coach in place. And LSU got their coach in place.
Yeah, I think that Golden kid, that Golden guy, I think he's going to do good for Ole Miss.
Well, he's from the same college I went to. He played football where I played baseball. Yeah, Delta State. The one year that one of them teams, North Dakota, didn't win the national championship, Delta State won it. It's a little bit of small school. Yeah, he'll be at Ole Miss quite a while.
Unless some other big ranking team comes along and wants him.
Well, he's married to a girl from Mississippi.
You know what? The money talks.
So does that other stuff. You know, they control half the money and all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Than women.
Yep, women can rule the world.
Yeah, he's buying some defensive players. I like that.
No, I was just happy that the Eagles lost, so I don't have to hear Brian's mouth no more for the rest of the year.
San Francisco beat him up physically.
Mm-hmm. Just go beat them in Philly.
And 40, and I am just so fat now. Ain't that right, little guy? And the hell is this? This is Brian.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. My name is Melissa. I'm reaching out because Medicare just launched an inflation relief package for Indiana,
They did.
which offers extra cash for groceries, gas, and prescriptions. It's part of the open enrollment for 2020
How about weed with that?
Medicare Part A and B, right?
5 or 6 times a day, dude. Sure.
That might have been someone else, but this is my first time reaching out. I totally get how frustrating it can be, but I'm here to talk about new open enrollment Medicare benefits.
It's a freaking
like
AI thing.
prescription
And it
costs,
answered me. Did
expanded
you hear
coverage
that?
for doctor and
Mm-hmm. I know.
flexible monthly payments. I want to make sure you don't miss out on a better plan. So you do have Medicare Part A and B, right?
Nah, probably not yet.
Unfortunately, you don't seem to qualify for the plans we're offering. Have a wonderful
Just
day.
my luck. All right, you also. That's freaking AI, and it answered me. Did you hear him?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that scary?
Program.
Or what? Well,
The
no, she
program.
answered me when I said, you know, I get 8 of these calls a day or whatever, and she answered back because I was talking to you guys, right? She answered back. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't me that called. It was probably someone else. Like, Jesus, she actually could hear what I was saying and understood what I said and let me know it wasn't her. That's scary.
That chat GPT crap.
Yep. Yeah. Gonna take over the world, man.
Yep, I'm just glad I'm old. I just feel sorry for my kids and my kids' kids.
Yeah, I'm worried about my grandkids, that's for sure. Let's see here. I don't remember what I was thinking now. And everybody's still sorted up. Oh, hardware. We don't say shit about tools. Huh. Things that make you go, Glad that heat just kicked off. I was getting a little warm. That's my buddy calling to make sure I had the water on. I laughed and said, yeah, we were just talking about that actually and how much I hate it. Where'd Coach go?
I'm here.
Okay, I see just top of your head now. I see. How you feeling, Coach?
I feel pretty good, buddy.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better every day, I think.
Oh, that's cool, man. Keep
I think
praying.
you're off the chemo now, ain't you?
Yeah, that and radiation.
Oh, are you
Oh.
done? Nice.
Yeah, I go down to Jackson to my surgeon next week, or February 9th, I think.
The day after my birthday. Is it a follow up or something?
Yeah, they'll do another MRI and then they'll start another treatment.
Yep. Oh, wait. They're going to do some more chemo and stuff?
Very possible.
Oh, okay. If it's not all the way gone, then they may, but if everything looks good, they won't, I wonder.
This is my first round with this kind of stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I know Dad, when he had colon cancer, they went in and operated, took the tumor and stuff out, then he done the chemo. I don't think he done radiation. I can't remember. But after his chemo was done, I think they probably done the same thing, and they didn't have to do it anymore. But they also wanted Dad to go on a preventive thing of hormone shots. And he didn't do it. And had he done it, he wouldn't have had his cancer from his prostate metastasized to other parts of his body. But Unfortunately, me and Mom didn't know about that because he didn't tell us. Oh, damn, you're sitting still, Eric.
I've been sitting here, buddy.
You can just hear the money changer clicking like the old gas station pumps. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, the bad part is it's going to be just as bad tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe there won't be a wreck though. Hey, River Rat, what up, champ? How are you, buddy?
Well, when
Hey,
you got
River
semi truck drivers wearing a towel on their head and they
Oh.
don't understand English and they just drive wherever they want and they think they're
Yeah.
above the law.
Yeah, they're supposed to be cracking down on that, I heard.
Yeah, they've been doing it at the truck stops. They've been vetting them at the weigh stations.
Yep. Yep. I think I'd read something where they'd done like a sweep of a truck stop or something and got like 30 or 40 of them. But if you can't read English and speak English, you got no business having a driver's license.
Dad, how are you supposed to read the road signs?
especially a semi.
Exactly. Yeah. How did you pass the test to get your CDL if you can't read and write English?
Gavin Newsom gave it to him.
Yep.
I got a short story about that.
Yep.
I flew into New York one time and had to go all the way to New Jersey to the company head office, and so I got out, walked out the airport there in Newark, and went to the cab stand and told the lady that where I was trying to get to. I had the address and all. So she took out a piece of paper with a map, and she drew a map, highlighted the road on the map, and told me to follow, and carried me down there to, I think he was a Haitian. I'm not sure where he was from. But she gave him that map. And on there, she wrote the fare and everything, how much it was going to cost.
No, yeah, because he just tried to rip you off, wouldn't he?
Well, anyway, she handed him that map, and I got in the back seat, and I don't know if he followed that map or not. I guess he did. But anyway, he charged me exactly what it said on the piece of paper. And of course, I tipped him a little bit, and
Yeah.
But she had to draw him a map. She took a highlighter and highlighted the route for him to go, because he couldn't read the signs to get there.
No kidding. No kidding. That's scary. And he had your life in his hands.
Yep, that should not happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay with, people coming over here to work and everything. At least the guy was working and not sitting on the welfare system like the freaking Somalian people are.
Well, that's true. And that's what all them Yankees up there told me, that had flown in too, that were in the company. I thought it was pretty strange, though, that taxi driver didn't know where I was supposed to be going.
Yep. He just knew how to get to Jersey. He didn't know how to get anywhere else.
Another trip up there, I got in the front seat, and this guy he was on something. I think he was on ecstasy or something.
No kidding.
He was wired tight. And that's the first time I'd ever seen them four-way stops. You pull up and you go around them, and
Roundabouts, yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, we got a lot of them here.
Mm-hmm.
This was around Newark. This was in Newark. And this guy was jumping curbs and everything. And man, first stop we got and let a boy out, let one of the guys in the back seat out. I jumped out and jumped the back seat, because I'd about beat a hole in the floorboard of that car.
I'll bet.
And I said, man, I totally talking to this fella in the back seat. I said, man, that guy scared me to death. I said, I'm from Mississippi. I ain't never seen nothing like this. He said, look, I'm from California. He said, I done had 3 heart attacks. Made me feel pretty good.
Yeah.
And he was in the back seat. I was sitting right up there watching them cars shoot by in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. I get in the back, it's safer that way. If we crash, I got a seat to bump into instead of a dash.
And wasn't gonna go out through the front window.
Exactly.
I thought that guy was gonna laugh at me, you know, but he didn't laugh a bit. He was serious as a heart attack.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Well, then you got to figure though they're used to driving in that shit too, though. Especially the cab drivers, because I think they're pretty strict in New York on their license and shit like that. You know.
In New York City, them cab drivers in New York City, they ought to be all of them ought to be NASCAR drivers because they can wheel and deal, boy.
Yeah.
They know how to draft and everything, and they put them cabs in places that you can't even put a bicycle.
I was in the service. That's all we done was take cabs everywhere. Every post I was at, that seems like what we did. Germany was the best because the cabs were all Mercedes. So at least you knew they were safe if they crashed. All right, it's 9 o'clock, man. I better end this thing. I got stuff. I gotta go get mom's medicine. I gotta run down here in Elwood and pay the sewer bill and stuff. I gotta get busy.
All right, man.
All right. Chat
All right,
people.
Buggy.
I love all of you. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Took a couple of days off. May take a couple more off. You never know. Just
see everybody later.
Sometimes
Later,
you
Coach.
too much and you just want to get away from it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's the excuse you're going with.
no, I go with any excuse I want. Y'all probably ought to get used to not seeing me so much, to be honest with you. Especially now that they raised the price. I mean, I got 20 hours a month. I think I'm still this year though. I think I'm paid till whatever the date was the other day in February. So probably the 10th of February or something like that, I suppose. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. I'll talk to you all later. See you, champ.
Later.